Hello. Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations of people talking about cooking. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk about planning for a family gathering and their favorite recipes. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. So listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between John and Martha as they talk about hosting a family gathering. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
You know, Martha, I was thinking, what if we hosted a family gathering sometime soon?
That's a great idea, John. It's been a while since we've had everyone over. We could catch up, share some laughs, and enjoy some good food together.
Exactly. Plus, it's always nice to have everyone under one roof. We could turn it into a little reunion of sorts.
I love the sound of that. And you know what? We could even make it a potluck-style gathering where everyone brings a dish to share. That way it takes some of the pressure off us.
Brilliant. That'll give everyone a chance to show off their culinary skills and share their favorite recipes. It'll be like a mini food festival right in our own home.
And we can't forget about the kids. We could set up a little play area for them with some toys and games to keep them entertained.
Absolutely. Happy kids mean happy parents, right? Plus, it'll give the adults some time to catch up without any interruptions.
So, what do you think? Let's start planning first before we inform them. What should we cook for that?
Good point, Martha. Let's brainstorm some ideas for the menu before we start sending out invitations. What do you think would be a hit with everyone?
Well, we could start with some appetizers to kick things off. Maybe a selection of finger foods like cheese platters, mini sandwiches, and stuffed mushrooms?
Sounds delicious. And for the main course, we could go with something hearty and crowd-pleasing, like a barbecue spread with grilled chicken, ribs, and sausages.
I like where your head's at, John. A barbecue sounds like a great idea. We can even throw in some grilled veggies and corn on the cob to balance it out.
Absolutely. And for those who prefer something lighter, we could offer a variety of salads with different dressings and toppings.
That's a good call. And let's not forget about dessert. We could set up a dessert table with an assortment of sweets like brownies, fruit tarts, and cookies.
Sounds like a plan, Martha. We'll have something for everyone's sweet tooth. Oh, and we can't overlook the drinks. How about a selection of beverages like lemonade, iced tea, and maybe some beer and wine for the adults?
Perfect. We'll make sure there's something refreshing for everyone to sip on throughout the day. All right, let's finalize the menu and then we can start sending out the invitations.
Agreed. I can't wait to see everyone's faces when they taste all the delicious food we'll be serving up.
Me too, John. It's going to be a fantastic gathering. Let's make sure it's one to remember.
How do you usually prepare for a family gathering? Share it with us in the comments section. Now, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between John and Martha. What type of gathering are John and Martha planning? A family gathering. How do they plan to organize the food for the gathering? They plan to have a potluck-style gathering where everyone brings a dish to share. What are some ideas they discuss for the menu? Appetizers like cheese platters and stuffed mushrooms, a barbecue spread with grilled chicken and ribs for the main course, and desserts like brownies and fruit tarts. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comment section. Now, we're down for the last conversation between Ella and Steph as they talk about their favorite cooking recipes. Are you still taking notes? Make sure to write down the highlighted words and discover their meanings at the end of this video.
Hey, Steph, how was your weekend? Did anything exciting?
Oh, same old, same old. Just binge-watched some Netflix and did some laundry. Exciting stuff. How about you?
Not too shabby. Hit the gym, caught up on sleep, and did a bit of cooking. Speaking of which, have I ever told you about my killer spaghetti carbonara recipe?
Nah, spill the beans, I'm all ears.
All right, you start with some quality spaghetti, none of that cheap stuff. Fry up some crispy bacon until it's golden brown and delicious. Then, you whip up a creamy sauce with eggs, Parmesan cheese, and a pinch of black pepper. Toss it all together with the pasta, and bam, you've got yourself a taste of heaven.
Damn, that sounds heavenly indeed. Gotta try that out sometime. You know what's my go-to? Chicken Alfredo. Simple, creamy, and oh so comforting.
Oh, I'm a sucker for Alfredo sauce. How do you make yours?
Easy peasy. Sauté some chicken breast until it's nice and juicy, then whip up a creamy sauce with butter, garlic, heavy cream, and Parmesan cheese. Toss it with some fettuccine, sprinkle some parsley on top, and you're good to go.
Yum, my mouth's watering already. We should totally have a cooking showdown sometime. Carbonara versus Alfredo. May the best dish win.
You're on. But you know what? I've been experimenting with a new dessert recipe lately. It's a killer chocolate lava cake that'll knock your socks off.
No way, I'm a sucker for chocolate. How do you make it?
It's surprisingly simple. Just melt some chocolate and butter together. Mix in some sugar, eggs, and flour. Pour the batter into ramekins. Then bake until the edges are set but the center is still gooey. Serve it warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and you've got yourself a little slice of chocolate heaven.
Oh, my sweet tooth is tingling already. We definitely need to have a dessert round in our cooking showdown. Carbonara versus Alfredo versus chocolate lava cake. It's gonna be epic.
Totally. You know, the chocolate lava cake recipe actually comes from my mom. It's been a family favorite for generations.
That's awesome. My spaghetti carbonara recipe is actually a family heirloom too. My nonna passed it down to my mom, and then my mom taught me. It's like a taste of home every time I make it.
Isn't it amazing how recipes can connect us to our roots? My mom's chicken Alfredo is the same. Every time I make it, it's like she's right there in the kitchen with me, guiding my hand.
Absolutely. There's something special about carrying on those culinary traditions. It's like keeping a piece of our family history alive through food.
Couldn't agree more. But for now, break time's over. We gotta head back to the grindstone. Catch you later, Ella.
Yeah, back to the salt mines. See you around, Steph.
What is your favorite recipe? Share with us in the comments section. Now, before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Ella and Steph. What is Ella's go-to recipe that she talks about? Spaghetti carbonara. How does Steph make her chicken Alfredo? Sauté chicken breast and make a creamy sauce with butter, garlic, heavy cream, and Parmesan cheese. Where does Steph's chocolate lava cake recipe come from? It comes from her mom, and it's been a family favorite for generations. So, how many questions did you get right for the second scene? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Crowd-pleasing. Something that most people will enjoy. I like where your head's at. I like your thinking or your idea. Same old, the same things as usual. A taste of heaven. Something that is very delicious. Back to the salt mines. Returning to work, often used humorously to suggest that work is hard or unpleasant. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Potluck. A meal where each guest brings a dish to share. Appetizers. Small dishes served before the main course. Main course. The most substantial part of a meal. Sauté. To cook food quickly in a small amount of oil or butter. Heirloom. Something valuable that is passed down through generations. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.